I appreciate Chris King and the NHL working this because we get out there. They did a great job here the past 24 hours getting us on the ice. And for today, the more important part is to get the families out there with them. The game, you just never know where these games go. There's a lot of things going around the players. It's my job just to get the team ready to play after they're done with their families, just to get them ready to play a very important game for us. So I'll find out more about the team as we keep on going through the year.
Front right. Go ahead.
Coach, could you tell me what you think about Sean's comeback after that year that he missed? He's turned it around and he's doing really good. So, what do you think about how he's recovered from that?
Yeah, we weren't sure where it was going to go after 2 years and two major surgeries, and he's handled himself well. I mean, that's why we, the other end up naming him the captain. We think he's handled the situation well. He's been a big part of us trying to find our way during this year. Real quiet guy, but I think leads the proper way in where we're as a team with the young guys on our team. They don't have to go too far to see how you act, what it is to be a pro. It's right there. And I think that's a huge, huge part of the process that we're in right now with our team. And to have Sean back, and doing the things he's doing and just the way he carries himself, it's a really important thing for our organization.
Left side, second row.
John, you mentioned about how it's your job to make sure the guys are ready for this game. Obviously, there's a lot of pageantry around here. You want the guys and their families to have fun, but do you look at this as something where you have to take kind of a hands-on approach to making sure they're ready, or do you a little hands-off and expect the players will find a way?
I'm leaving them alone. We had our practice. We probably won't meet tomorrow. I wanted, and this is where I'm thankful that we're able to get them out there for a half hour with their families to let them enjoy it. But Charlie, as I said all along, I trust our team. I want them to enjoy the experience. They'll be ready to play. I don't have to worry about that because I know they'll be ready to play.
Back right, Greg.
Hey, John, how are you? I was curious if was there a moment during this season where you really saw the belief for this group kind of lock in for you?
No, it's tough for me to say there's a moment, but you could see us. You could see us early on after camp and when we started playing. For me, the most important part of our summer prior was our locker room, and you could see early on our locker room was together. It's just something you feel. It's hard to explain how you see it. There's no analytic for it. It's just your gut and how you watch, how they act. I do a lot of watching of the team when they don't think I'm watching them, and I learned a lot then, as far as how they're together. And you win a few games early on, you get off on the right foot. That helps. Had some stretches here where we struggled. I watched how they handle it then, and I just you just saw it build. The word belief is huge for us. We're not a team full with stars, and we certainly don't have things figured out here as the beginning of our process of rebuilding this. But belief brings in a lot of good things. If you have the effort and you have the mindset that we're going to do this together, you can stay competitive in this league, and that's how we're going about it. We're going to continue.
Take two more questions. Left side, second row.
Hey, John. There's been outdoor games. There are through the season, right? Early in the season, you get the game, the Heritage Game. It's in Canada. The Winter Classic's a celebration of New Year's. This game, there's shorter runway to the playoffs. There's a shorter runway. The points just feel like they mean more. The event is the same, but does it feel different because of the shorter runway to where you're at?
For me, it does. Yeah, because it's such an important game, and I haven't followed where the guys were in the standings in the other games, but this one is right in front of us here. 20 plus games left for each team. You can see where the East is. And that's what I try to balance. I do not want to disrespect our team or their families to let them enjoy this. But there's when that puck is dropped, as I answered Charlie's question there, I know we'll be ready to play because I think they're zeroed in on how important it is. And it screws me up, because Danny, you know me. I want to play the game. I want to get to it. I want to see where we're at. I want to do the best we can and try to get these points. But I also understand this here. I think it's important for the league. I think it's important for guys to experience it. I've got to find my way as far as the preparation and leaving them alone, getting them ready. But what's made it easy for me is I have a team it's a good room, as we just talked about. So it's helped me. But they'll be done in a half hour. They'll have dinner and all that. Tomorrow is when you zero in on where we're at, because it's a little bit of a different feel as far as where these two teams are at.
Last question, back left.
John, just kind of curious, how are the ice conditions today?
Good. Real good. Yeah, they were great. The timing of it, we had it all timed because of just the teams practicing, and I thought the ice conditions were great. It may be a question you'd ask the players. I talked to a couple when we were coming off, and I thought it was really good. And I think they feel it's going to be better tomorrow because you get a few practices on this. You get to do the ice again, and I think that'll help it. So, listen, it's a pretty cool setting out there. And but then, like, to answer these other, once we get going, I just want us playing the proper way.
Thank you for your time,
Thanks,
Coach.
guys.